All right, what's up, people? Um, yeah, don't say nothing. Don't want to hear it. Yeah, there's something missing. There's something missing. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do a review. I'm on my second watch through, by the way. And one of the things that I say always is, man, don't worry, I'm fucking eating. Oh man, hey, look, this is the best one. If you can get this one, it's Tabasco, but it's not the regular one. It's the scorpion one. This shit is spicy as fuck. Yeah, we all up in this motherfucker. So, this movie right here. Oh, it took the name off of it. Well, this was my most anticipated movie of the year. It's my second watch through. Now, what I get ready to say, I want everybody to hear me loud and clear, because you're probably going to disagree with me, but in time, you'll realize I was one of the few people that were right about this movie. The movie's title is, and some people might find this problematic, some people did, it is the American Society of Magical Negroes. So we're going from that, what we might call the Middle Ages of the evolution of the N-word. The one that Dr. King used. Now, what I'm going to come out and say is, this movie is brilliant. It is multi-layered, multi-vectored. What you think it's about is not necessarily what it's about, and it's not about one thing. It's about a lot of things happening at the same time. And I know the word twist gets overused when you're talking about a movie. But the ending of this movie has a huge twist. Now, the reason I think most people didn't like this movie is because it's a little bit too cranial for them to understand what's really going on. So if I say when you watch this movie, you're going to think that, wait a minute, is this a criticism of movies? Motion pictures? Yes, it is. That's just the first layer, bro. This movie gets a whole lot deeper. And then when you think it couldn't get any deeper anymore, to where it turns into a love story, it gets even deeper. And that's the final twist. This movie will keep you thinking. It will keep you guessing. There are a ton of Easter eggs in this movie. And I compare this movie to Barbie. Because like Barbie, it's not the movie it appears to be. But the level that it appears to be is also true. So you have, like, if you look at Barbie, you have, it's my little fart machine that farts out nice smells instead of nasty ones. It's like a yin-yang thing, I don't know. But in Barbie, you have the contrast between Barbie world and the real world. And then, like, things that are true here are also somehow true here, although there's a causality from here. That's the Barbie movie. This movie does something different with that whole premise. Well, it's not borrowing a premise. It's using that idea of, kind of like the Matrix did. You had the Matrix, and then you had the real world. This doesn't make that sharp distinction that those other two movies did, but it's implicit. That means it's on different levels, multiple levels. So every scene you're thinking, okay, what's really going on here? So in this scene, for example, our main character has to basically convince this white character that he belongs in the club with them. You know what I'm saying? So that's what he has to do in this particular scene. However, just prior to this scene, he was doubting his own acceptance. And that's not a spoiler. That's just too many scenes that I just described, and you didn't even see them. That's just two little back-to-back scenes that occur within maybe 1 minute of each other. I mean, the whole double scene together takes about a minute. But when you draw the parallelism, and it's like, okay, so what is he? And I know this is going to come, you're like, what's this movie even about? I don't want to spoil it. If you want to watch this movie, you'll figure out what it's about. You can watch the trailer and think you know what it's about. If I had to characterize it, I would say ultimately it's a love story. Ultimately, I think it's a love story. A story of self-discovery, self-recognition. Is it woke? Yes. It's woke to the point that it's self-aware. And it kind of laughs at its own wokeness. In a sense, but it recognizes where that whole sentiment came from. So, that's my review for the American Society of Magical Negroes. It did terrible at the box office, hence I have it already. And you can have it too for the price of $29.99. But you can wait for it to stream for free. Nothing's free in life, but yeah. Even if you want to watch movies on Tubi, you still need a smartphone to fucking watch it at minimum, if not a smart TV. Which requires you to have some kind of Wi-Fi or 5G interface, whatever. But no, seriously, whenever this whole thing comes out, the American Society of Magical Negroes, it almost wants to remind you of the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, which I think this movie also borrows from. I think there's so much borrowing in here. I think there's so many Easter eggs in this movie. I think when all is said and done, people are going to go back to this movie, and it's going to be a classic. It's going to be a cult classic. It's going to be one of those movies where people are like, oh, so they weren't really, but they were kind of, oh, wow, now I get it. Now I get it. They weren't really saying that. They were saying that. That's why when I read or listen to the negative reviews on YouTube, I'm just like, everybody calling it out. Oh, it's woke. Oh, it's racist. Oh, it's this, it's that. No. Nobody on either side likes it. They both hate it for the opposite reason. And when that happens, that should tell you somebody did something right. This is a special movie, man. Seriously. It was my most anticipated movie of the year. It's not anymore because I've seen it, so it's not anticipated. But I'm going to finish watching it again. Because what I'm doing now is, and I haven't gotten to the character yet, but I'm reinterpreting it in light of the big twist at the ending. Yeah, that thing. But I haven't gotten to the point where it matters yet. I think I might have gotten a little piece of one. Yeah, but no, seriously. This is a movie if you're smart. Now, if you're stupid, ignore this movie, okay? But if you're a smart person, you will enjoy this movie, in my opinion. Especially if you're race conscious. AKA woke in the original meaning. And understanding the roles that people play in society and how those get manifested within different media. So, check this movie out. It comes highly recommended. But then again, I almost like everything, I think. I don't fucking know. If I don't like it, I'm not going to fucking post it on YouTube and review.